Here's a question that comes up often in data science interviews. What's the difference between using the apply function and vectorization in Pandas? If you've ever worked with a dataset that's a million rows or more, you already know regular Python loops just can't keep up. They crawl because they process one row at a time. But Pandas has a secret weapon, vectorization. It's how Pandas can crunch numbers 100 times faster than pure Python. Instead of looping through each row, vectorized operations push the work down into optimized C code, so everything runs at once, in parallel, right under the hood. That's how Pandas handles millions of rows efficiently, with the same code that would take seconds, not minutes, in Python. Let's see how this actually works using a real-world example. Say you're calculating the lifetime value of customers based on how many purchases they've made and their average order amount. Now, here are 3 ways to do it. First, the slow way. You write a normal Python for loop that goes through each row one by one, multiplying purchases by the average order value. That works, but it's painfully slow. In our test, 500,000 rows took about 45 seconds to finish. Second, the better way. You use the Pandas apply function. Here, instead of looping manually, you pass a small function that runs row by row internally. It's cleaner and easier to read. But it still has some overhead because Pandas is still touching each row in Python space. And third, the best way. You use a vectorized operation. That means you directly multiply the 2 columns together. No loops, no apply, no iteration. Pandas delegates that work to NumPy underneath, which uses highly optimized C code to process the entire column at once. Result? The same operation finishes in half a second, almost 100 times faster. Now, this isn't just about speed, it's about scalability. When you're building a data pipeline or preparing features for machine learning, the difference between a vectorized operation and a Python loop, well, can decide whether your model updates in seconds or in minutes. And when you're dealing with millions of rows, like customer transactions or sensor readings, that performance difference adds up fast. Sample interview answer. So, if I get this question in an interview, I'd say, vectorization in Pandas means performing operations on entire columns at once, without using Python loops. It's backed by optimized C code through NumPy, which makes it nearly 100 times faster for large datasets. The apply function is useful when you need custom logic that can't be done with built-in vectorized methods, but it's still slower, because it works row by row. That answer tells the interviewer you understand both performance trade-offs and when to use each approach, which is exactly what they're testing for. So, remember, if performance matters, vectorize whenever you can. Save apply for when you need flexibility, not speed.